proud mom moment. Proud mama moment. I am super grateful and excited. I come up here on my platforms and I talk about the challenges that we face raising our neurodivergent autistic children, and there are many challenges, but at the same time there are wins, and it is just as important, if not more important, to talk about these wins. And I have a win today. We celebrate everything in my house, so we celebrate every little win. However, this I think is a big one. Some people might not think so, but I think so. My son, who has been diagnosed with ARFID, that's avoidance restrictive intake food, that's a separate story that I'm going to tell about how we finally got a diagnosis. But in the last few weeks, he has tried not one but 2 new foods. 2. My son has had the biggest special interest in the hungry caterpillar, right? And which is amazing. I write books, but like anything you get your interest in, I'm all for it. And because of his interest in hungry caterpillars, I've developed resources around that. So instead of having just the hungry caterpillar books with the food in it, we've done different types of food that the hungry caterpillar eats, that my son eats, and one of those was strawberries. Before now, my son had no interest. Actually, he had like severe avoidance, where he gets really, really upset even if it's on a plate anywhere near him. He doesn't touch it, he doesn't see it, he doesn't want it around him. Any kind of food outside is safe food. But then a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, he was like, I want 4 strawberries. Okay, that's very specific. 4 strawberries. I gave it to him. I usually give him fruits anyway, and he will not touch it. But this time we were not having strawberries. We were having, I think, grapes and oranges for snack. And he requested for strawberries, so I gave it to him. And I gave him a play knife because, obviously I want him to be able to touch and feel. This is one of the things that we do when we are kind of like walking through the foods, making him more comfortable with them, getting to play with them during different periods of the day. And he started cutting them, the strawberries, and I think he was trying to get it to cut into 4. And I turned my back for a moment just to grab something, and then I heard his older brother, who is also autistic, say, "Sebastian, eat strawberries." I looked back, and lo and behold, my son was tasting the strawberries. And for my mamas who know, when this happens, what do? We freeze. I froze, and I did not move until I saw him finish a bite. I still did not say anything, and I just watched him finish the strawberries. My son, who has not eaten anything other than Weetabix for the last 3 years, almost 4 years, ate 4 strawberries. Oh my gosh, I was so excited, but I thought, okay, maybe it was a fluke, as you know, like I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. Next day, same thing, 4 strawberries. This time around I gave him 4 whole strawberries, and he ate it. And again, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is happening. My son is eating strawberries. I was so excited. And then yesterday, I picked him up from school, and what do you have is TSA. Your son ate a whole orange today. What? Say what? Say what now? So even though my son doesn't eat all of these foods, I still, when I pack his safe food, I still introduce the different kinds of food. And on this day, I put a whole orange in there, a easy peeler, the easy peeler, some call it tangerine, in there. I need, like, for the most part, it will come back, he will not touch it, but he ate it, a whole one. This is a boy that has not tasted anything other than Weetabix, cornflakes, and milk every single day for the last almost 4 years now, and he's eating this. I just want to say, like, I know I'm being goofy and everything, because yeah, like, this is not usually me, but I'm just so super excited, and I just wanted to encourage other parents out there, because I've seen a lot of videos of other parents, and as we all do, I've thought, like, oh gosh, one day my son will be able to eat something. You know, I just wanted to not give up. You know, just keep doing it. I know it's expensive. Gosh, having a child with ARFID or any kind of food restrictive challenges can be very expensive, because you'll be almost tempted to say, okay, I'm just not going to offer, it's going to chuck it anyway. But please keep doing it, because that one day, it's a combination of things, a combination of a special interest, combination of the fact that we're consistent and that he was ready. But one thing will be the trigger, and if you're not presenting it to your child, if you're not giving them the opportunity to experiment, you know, to have access to these foods, how are they going to be able to pick them up and try them one day? So that's just my little win today. I am super grateful for this community of parents that we're building, and I hope you can share your journey with me. I'm looking forward to reading all of your comments.